has some exciting news to share.
What news do you got, Deke?
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
I'm sorry, what?
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix Natty mentioned, the one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke
I
is
agree
not
with
sure
you on that.
why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
Yeah, Deke, we will do that. Dean.
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for
A bit of bad luck.
bad luck.
I'm confused. What happened?
I know that feeling. Some things are simply out of our control.
And some things are in it. I should have known better. I made my own luck. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as tryouts for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so desperately for both of us to play together that she had slipped Felix Felicis into our tea before we were to show them our skills.
I'm actually not sure what that is.
What is Felix Felicis? A potion?
Also known as liquid luck. And it is illegal in all wizarding sports. I knew within minutes that something was different. I had never played so well. And Asuka was playing more beautifully than I had ever seen. When I confronted her afterwards, she admitted what she had done. I withdrew from consideration immediately.
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't know about the potion in the tea.
It does not matter. My flying that day was not my own. I could not live with myself. So, I withdrew and explained to them why. I burned my broom in disgrace.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn her broom as well?
Asuka played for the Tengu for 2 seasons.
You didn't report her. Tell them what she'd done.
Her fate was not mine to decide. My fate is in my hands, as your fate is in yours.
Thank you, Professor. I shall remember what you've told me.
Damn. That's kind of heartbreaking, too. Like, I bet her friend would have, like, knew very, like... Her friend probably knew she wouldn't have wanted that either way.
In today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumphant tragedy. But more specifically...
Even my character's trying to fall asleep.
We will address the devastating effects it had on the wizard milling industry. Throughout the many goblin battles, countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, We do know the number. 632. But history occurs outside the classroom. And look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
And now for a stroll to the bell tower entrance hall. Along with the rest of the castle, it was completed in the early Middle Ages. The hall and the bell towers that loom above it contain myriad interesting artifacts. Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Irgit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the Boastful.
Did you say Bragbor? I know that name. Lodgok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin wrought iron and silver has survived to this very day.
I'm sure.
Where were we? Oh yes. Back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Another notable historical figure. He's right nearby. Curious students can find him on display here.
Revelio.
Student. Grimbold Weft, responsible.
Oh.
Oh yes, I see you found Grimbold Weft.
Yes,
I mean-
I rather enjoyed seeking him out.
I mean, it's more information for me.
I know the feeling quite well.
It's more information I don't have to get
Let's
later.
turn our attention to the agreeability and general good nature of Sir Aphbuttle. He's also nearby. See what you can learn from him for your next assignment.
Revelio.
Standing in eternal but symbolic watch over the bell tower is a retinue of loyal knights. Rather, statues of knights, I should clarify. Keen-eyed
Sir
students will
this
spot
is a
the statue
centuries-old
Sir
likeness of
Aphbuttle,
Pangadon.
cheerful countenance.
Fearless life and devoted study companion.
I got a wave!
I find that comforting.
Fame was not won by vanquishing foes in single combat, nor by slaying bloodthirsty dragons, but rather in training yards and stuff.
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Aphbuttle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Aphbuttle's affability was his undoing. Died instantly trying to befriend a basilisk.
Goofball, hey man.
Contact is not always to be
Dude
encouraged.
literally tried to
So
fucking
beloved
eyesight a
was he
basilisk.
that even some goblins mourned his passing. Of course, that did not bode well with the rest of the goblins, most of whom could not abide mourning the loss of a wizard.
That's a shame.
Pity goblins and wizards can't get along.
True, but imagine how dull my lectures would be without goblin rebellions to discuss. History does tend to repeat. It is a series of patterns, a thought both comforting and disconcerting. The wise students, such as yourself, will learn from it.
All right.
History is written by those who...
I'm not gonna lie, that was like probably the most boring class, but it's more information that I didn't have to get. I feel like...
Is everything alright?
Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you for asking. I'm Betty. Betty Bugbrook. And no, everything is not all right.
What happened?
It's my dear friend Hazel. She's in trouble.
Hazel?
Yes. Oh, she's
What
a
happened?
unicorn. Known her for years. She doesn't like to leave the forest, so I visit her once a week to brush out her mane and bring her some treats. Her coat is glorious. Well, the last time I saw her, we were violently attacked by a pack of wolves. Hazel, loyal friend that she is, leapt in front to protect me, and in the process, I fear she may have been injured.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I want to help her, but she seems to have gone into hiding. Out of fear, I'd imagine. I know you Hogwarts students learn a fair bit about caring for beasts. Perhaps you could find my unicorn friend and get her somewhere safe so that she can heal.
If I could get down with the sickness, if I could get down with the sickness. Alright.
I'll keep an eye out for your unicorn friend and take her to safety if I see her.
Oh, you've a good soul. I can always tell. Please, don't risk your own safety, though. I don't know precisely where she is, but I can tell you that her den is north of Hogsmeade.
Good to
And
know, thank
although
you.
I haven't been able to brush her lately, I imagine she still has the brightest, most beautiful coat of her entire herd.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Dude, you're so...
Sebastian.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the Ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the Ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse in a fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the Ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
I don't trust leaving you to do this.
Until we meet
This is
again.
gonna end
I shall let you know when
badly.
the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl.
I've got thick skin and then a mystic heart.
Come on, Hazel. I can take Hazel back to a vivarium now. I should let Madame Bugbrook know she's safe.
Is she all right? Are you all right?
Yeah, Pickle, who you got in mind?
For her to stay.
Appreciate the lurk as always, man.
We're both fine, and I have a safe place for her at Hogwarts.
You've a kind heart, you do. I'm relieved and thankful that you'll
Alright,
take
thanks,
care
man.
of her.
Alright, let me-
I shall miss my sweet pointy pony, but I know she's safer away from the poachers. Do give her a nice brushing for me, won't you?
The poachers are already here. Revelio.
What was
Well,
that?
I can help. Should've just left me
It's
alone.
shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
Thank you for shutting them out. They're actually playing right now. For anybody that wants to check them out, I heard listened to them a little bit, and they're really pretty cool.
You may want to see. Avoiding our problems. You'll have to fight eventually.
What I would like to do is for you to stop potato in my ass. Talking so slow now.
The Phoenix.
Bruh. Hopefully it knows we're here to help.
It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers do.
That the reason it's not just letting us help it is because it's got a babe somewhere or something. I don't want you falling off the edge, I'm sorry. I want you following over there. Thank you. Well, my magic fell down,
Shame
that's
you're
fine.
so foul.
Shame you're so foul. Oh, hey there. The red thing it.
Well, if it isn't the little hypocrite. You're not getting
for Highwing.
Highwing probably felt that in their soul. Revenge.
Hello. I'm here to help. I can take you somewhere safe. Let's get you back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased.
Deke will be very pleased.
Did you find the phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable. Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens.
A new vivarium, fuck yes! You can keep that one.
What a beauty.
No.
You keep it close.
It better let me give that back to him. Fuck. I can't give it back to him like damn. He kind of deserves it.
Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done
Yeah,
it
but
for
now
much
I'm gonna
more
have to spend
Deke.
forever trying to
Thank you.
fucking deal with another
Deke is
fucking room of
grateful for the
requirement.
kind words
I mean,
and
another aquarium.
Also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him.
You're awesome, Deke, and you know it. Okay, now my turn. Thank you for shouting them
Hello,
out,
Mr.
Bentley.
Oh, greetings. Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
Yeah, I found some
actually
more.
have some moons for you.
Dear me, you have been busy. Incredible. Thank you. You're ready for the final Alahamora lesson.
Thanks.
With this knowledge, no lock shall ever stand in your way. You have done all I asked. I only wish I knew who put those statues everywhere in the first place. Alas. If you do find more, please feel free to remove them. You'll be doing your caretaker a huge service. And if I ever find out who the bully is
Yeah.
behind this cruel trick,
It's
I
probably
shall let
my
you know.
favorite
Thank
little
you
bot I've
once
ever
again
added.
for your assistance and tenacity.
The cheese wedge.
Now that you've mastered Alahamora, no lock is unbreakable. But do feel free to keep finding demiguise statues and removing those moons.
I suspect you are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The demiguise statues and the moons contained therein were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
Well, you shouldn't have
I
made
don't
somebody
think Mr.
uncomfortable.
Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those demiguise moons. He's in Hogsmeade, apparently. I received your owl. Thank
Let me
you.
do this,
I'm glad you came.
and then
I spotted droves of Ranrock's loyalists coming up from the coast. Overheard one of them say they're headed to another cavern, like the one we found. How are they still one step ahead of us? They can't know about the triptych.
I don't know. I did see another memory. This time it was a keeper named Neve Fitzgerald. She was unnerved by Isadora's use of ancient magic. But I still can't be sure how any of it connects to Ranrock.
These keepers are playing games with you. You need to press them for more information.
It doesn't work like that. To access each of these memories, I have to complete a trial. It's not as easy as you think. They're showing me the memories in a particular order.
Either they don't trust you, or you don't care enough about Anne to ask the difficult questions.
I'm about to. He's gonna
Of course I
get
care,
some of us
Sebastian. We've
killed.
come this far.
He is going to
Don't
get
let your
some of us
frustration
killed.
get the better of you.
Fine. I'll defer to your keeper friends, for now. But I don't like it.
We don't have a choice. Now, shall we see why the triptych led us here?
Gold in there, God.
You terribly up there. Surely you can see that.
I wouldn't say that.
That was meant for me.
That was meant for you.
This must be it.
Sebastian, wait.
Wait. For what? Why are you suddenly so cautious?
Listen to me. I know you're angry and frustrated, but charging ahead now could undo all the progress we've made. Lodgok said...
Oh, your goblin friend?
Stop it, that's enough. Not all goblins are like Ranrock. I am not the enemy. We want the same thing, to find answers.
I thought we wanted the same thing.
We do. Listen to me. Lodgok has insights into Ranrock that we don't. He told me that Ranrock somehow knows about the Keepers and is searching anywhere connected to each of them. That's why they always seem to be one step ahead. I know what I'm doing. You need to trust me, or I don't see that we can continue together.
Fine. Fine. I'm sorry. I'm letting my emotions get the better of me.
You really are. Dude.
I have been for a while. I do trust you. And I don't think I can help Anne without you.
Good. Ranrock clearly knows more than we thought. We need to be careful and do this right, not just go charging in. We have our work cut out for us. We need to work together if we're going to find the final piece to the triptych.
Oh, hey. Made him float.
Almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
Nice. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Ooh.
Search for runes.
Oh, can't.
It's like these before.
Ooh, there's a third one. Okay.
Can't get out of here quick enough.
Can't get out of here quick enough, huh? You're the one that wanted us to hurry. Up and fall. Hey, troll, I need more of you. How did that not fall on you? You'd think that would have landed on him. Oh shit. Ooh. I actually get to use my stuff. That might have been overpowered, but you know, honestly, I don't get to use stuff to defend myself often. It's not often I feel the need to use potions, so I kind of always do that. Question is now.
Revelio.
How do we go forward?
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
That troll certainly made a mess of things. Debris everywhere.
But you know what I can do to fix that, I think?
Repair it.
That was a piece of work.
More than one. Wingardium Leviosa.
Before I make that float. These years, once again, I cannot begin to describe how much I've missed it. I was wholly stunned by the keeper's reaction. I should have expected it. How can they stand by and do nothing when they have the power to do so much good? Can't tell me what I can and cannot do with my ability. The audacity of all of them to do my work without any real understanding of all that I've accomplished. Oh yeah, I can already tell you.
Did you find
no.
something?
A journal entry. Isadora was here.
I'm out of breath after all of those stairs. But the view, well worth it.
I don't know if I'd say that. I'm not even really looking at the view.
Barrier.
Oh hey.
This can't be a dead end. Must be another floor above us.
Revelio.
Oh.
Confringo.
Almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
Yeah, sure, keep telling yourself that.
This place can't have belonged to only Isadora.
But the triptych pointed us here.
Revelio.
Is it just those two, maybe?
Another rune symbol. Feel as if I should be fluent in runic
Revelio.
language by now.
Ooh, okay, I see this. It is the third one. Ooh, that was kind of hard to get that angle.
Revelio.
Could this be another area Isadora created?
Isadora must have honed her skill with ancient magic here.
One day the possibility of what I can do, I have some learn what I can rely on. Maybe more powerful words than I have ever been, and I know that is due to the work I've done. I shall not allow my magic to lie to my men as the keepers do. I despise. It's just a name as if keeping power all to themselves is something to be lauded. This I begin to wonder if I will ever find another in my lifetime with whom I can share this work. If I do not, then I shall find solace in the knowledge that I have left for the trail to follow that path for one they can learn. You know what I've learned? You're crazy in using. It's like
on the use of ancient magic.
It's like people forget that emotions are strong for a
The final canvas
reason.
piece of the triptych. We've done it.
Isadora should not have had to keep all this secret.
I know from the memories I've seen that the keepers in Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic. But I don't understand why she seems to have gone to such great lengths to tell her story without their knowledge.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
So do I.
Perhaps completing the triptych will shed more light on all of this.
Undercroft. Okay.
I cannot believe the journey this triptych took us on.
We're back here again, too.
This is it.
Don't keep me in suspense. Go on, place it.
I'm very curious now, honestly.
Another pensive.
This is what we've been chasing.
I wonder.
What is it?
Let's find out.
It's one of her memories.
I cannot bring my brother back, Father. But I can give you peace.
I mean, didn't we already see what she had done?
Please.
I felt like I've
have a
saw
seat.
something like this already. Did I not?
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, These are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Yeah, I think I already saw this. Did I not?
Isadora.
Or maybe a similar one. Maybe there's like a repeat from her point of view, because this one seems like more from her point of view than his.
What have you done?
I took his pain.
Thank you.
That worked?
It did indeed.
Of course it did. It's goblin silver.
I need something much bigger.
Alright.
Oh.
Well, if you could tell me more about what it is you're storing.
Magic. Left over from a spell I devised to remove pain, but if used correctly, its power can be used to do even more good.
Why would you want to store such magic away?
I only need to keep it safe until I can convince my colleagues of its worth. Magic like this unnerves some.
Not everyone's ready to wield such power.
Perhaps not. But someone will be.
She took away the pain. I knew it. I knew there was a way to help Anne.
Something isn't right, Sebastian.
What do you mean? You saw what she did.
No, not the memories, the portrait. I think the reason Isadora hasn't appeared is because she can't.
I don't follow.
We have seen that view before. The abandoned home in Felcroft, the destroyed painting. It was her.
So someone destroyed a bit of enchanted canvas, but we found the memory.
Yes, you're right.
We saw what she wanted us to see. We saw what she could do, what you can do.
But I don't know how to do what Isadora did.
Well, then you shall learn. The Keepers can teach you.
I'm not sure that they would. The Keepers believe that removing someone's ability to feel pain, it's a highly complicated, unpredictable form of magic. One that should be wielded with great care, if at all.
If at all? You've overcome all of their challenges. You've more than proven yourself. You can wield it. You have the ability.
I think you're being a bit stubborn there, bro.
Please. Talk to the Keepers. If not for me, then for Anne.
I feel like this whole thing just got so much more complicated because of him. I know I'm a Slytherin, but maybe I should not have done a Slytherin as my first run through. Oh, he's making this a lot.
Isadora quiet? Why destroy her portrait?
Come to join me.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah. Well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself.
Hasn't changed a
Hasn't
bit.
changed a bit.
Dude, you sound like you hate this bro
He's a
so much.
cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
He's too big for his boots.
He is a bit much for a caretaker, but he means well. And he's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly. Until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You'll know better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Who's behind the demiguise statues? It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes that nickname.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, he had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
I don't know if I would do that, but okay.
Some days are more difficult than others.
Natty, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind. And I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Mattibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
Ew.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get them. Beginning with Harlow. Thank you for
She's
speaking
angry.
with me. It was very helpful.
Oh, I'm glad to let you vent some of your anger. And why is the painting
Sir,
screaming?
you're right. You seem to be in some distress.
All right? Do I look all right? I've been kidnapped.
How can you be kidnapped when you're right here?
What sort of question is that? Of course I'm right here. I've more than one frame. Do you only have one home? It's my other frame. It's been stolen. And by students, no less. They paid filthy thieves to steal my other frame.
Uh-huh.
Oh dear, that sounds awful.
Well, awful is exactly what Astoria Cricket is. She's behind all of this. She and her friends were moaning about me of all the nerve. Then I heard a plot to enlist a gang of good-for-nothings to have me stolen from the 3 broomsticks. That's why my other frame hung. A hovel of a place. Though I suppose one could do worse. I once knew a portrait who ended up in the Hog's Head. No one's heard from him since.
Right. So, back to your frame.
Ah, yes.
There I was, powdering my wig, and the next thing I knew, I was being manhandled by rogues and carried off. As if I can afford not to be at my post. I do important work for the headmaster, and I need my other frame back at the Three Broomsticks.
I could look
Okay,
into the
then.
matter for you.
Oh, would you? How marvelous. Do it quickly, though, won't you? The place they took me to is quite beneath me.
That depends. Am I in trouble?
Ferdinand Pratt thinks you should be. Says you stole his frame.
I wouldn't call it stolen. Relocated's more like it. How do I put this nicely? Ferdinand Pratt is a postulant boil, and he's lucky I didn't have him sealed in a wall.
He truly is rather foul, isn't he?
All he does is spy on students in here and report back to the headmaster. Sometimes, if there's nothing to report, he'll make it up. I spent 4 hours in detention last week, all because he told Black that I was planning to drain the lake, whatever that means. It was the last straw. He and his frame had to go.
May I ask where you put him?
Well, I didn't put him anywhere. The frame is likely with the fine gents I paid to snatch it. They camp in a ruin by the coast. I just wanted it far enough away that I'd never have to think about Ferdinand Pratt ever again.
You do know he's screaming in the library as we speak.
Oh, for the love of Merlin. If you ask me, he's got nothing to scream about. I could have had him put in the hogshead. The pampered Pratt would have hated it. Grimy walls, smell of goats. And the patrons, they eat snooty princes like Ferdinand for dinner. But what's done is done. He isn't here anymore, and if I were you, I should enjoy it.
Hello guys, good to see you again.
What have you done?
No more. What was that?
Oh, what's going on in your eyes? Potato! Reducto! Infringo!
Correct rep.
Well, that didn't work out for you, did it?
I know you're...
Oh, hey, buddy.
Calm down, I'm here now.
Calm down. Those buffoons outside have been talking about burning me. Me! If they weren't all sharing half a brain, they'd realize I'm worth more to them intact and at the Three Broomsticks.
How is that?
With everything I overhear, I'm a veritable trove of information. Now, don't just stand there. I need to be back by cocktail hour. The place will be like a funeral without me.
What if I don't want to return you to the Three Broomsticks?
What on earth do you mean?
I could take you to the Hogshead. Or burn you.
What if I took you to the Hogshead instead? I've heard such nice things.
What a funny little joke. Now, the Three Broomsticks, please. Oh, they're bound to be missing me terribly. Be sure to carry me carefully, won't you? My pantaloons are already creased. Where have you put me? It's pitch black in here. I shan't stand for this.
I'm not... Well, I'm sorry and not sorry at the same time. Sorry, Hogsmeade, that's what I need. It kind of has it coming. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she's in the wrong for paying somebody to move him without doing it her damn self, but I'm willing to do it my damn self. Be a prick and be a tattletale, and we'll go have some, and we have issues. There's a difference between actually like telling the truth and lying. And I hate liars. I hate liars.
You there? Are you deaf? There's a terrible draft in here going straight up my pantaloons.
Oh, you're totally getting put in here. I have a present for y'all.
What is the meaning of this? This isn't the Three Broomsticks.
No, it's not. It's the Hogshead.
Did you fall into a cauldron of stupid potion? You brought me to the wrong place. It's absolutely vile in here.
It's no Three Broomsticks, that's for certain.
Please, you can't mean to leave me here. Please.
Goodbye, Ferdinand. Enjoy your new home.
My character took all the joy in that.
Oi! I normally toss the both of you out. I like the look of the fancy man. Target practice.
This is an outrage. Do you hear me? An outrage.